Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you do not know me, my name is Joelle and I am a part-time reseller on several platforms, but primarily Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And today I have a video on Plato's Closet. I have always sold my personal clothes to Plato's Closet once I am done using them, but recently, within the past year or so, I have been sourcing specific items at thrift stores to sell at Plato's. So in this video, I have 5 tips or advice for selling at Plato's Closet, and then we will also talk about some brands that don't sell very well on Poshmark and other platforms, but that Plato's Closet loves to accept. I have another Plato's Closet video linked below. It has hit a really big surge in views lately. I kind of thought it hit its peak a few months ago, but recently it's been more popular. So if you want to watch that, there are 5 other tips, but these 5 tips will be unique to this video. So let's just get right to it. The first tip is to ask your specific store what they are looking for and utilize their social media. A lot of times, especially around the spring season, Plato's Closet will receive an influx of shorts, specifically denim shorts, and a ton of dresses and skirts, but they will be missing a lot of other categories like swimwear or accessories. So all it takes is a simple phone call, a trip to the store, even a DM on social media, and you could ask them what types of categories they're looking for. Plato's Closet is also known to be very active on social media. So my local Plato's Closet that I sell to, they recently posted categories that they are specifically looking for right now. I will include that screenshot so you can see, because I do think that this is a big universal thing for all Plato's Closets nationwide, but they are very specific with what they want. So if they want swimwear, try to find some good swimsuits at your local thrift stores or in your personal closet. Or a lot of them always like seeing men's brands come in. In general, there are just a lot more women's clothes coming in, and so there is still a demand for men's clothes. So if you do have a heavy amount of men's clothing, I would definitely recommend selling to them. The next tip is regarding shoes. So if you are going to bring shoes into Plato's Closet, make sure they're in pristine condition. Like I said, I have sold to several different Plato's Closets, and the biggest thing I have learned with selling shoes is that they do not care about the brand as long as those shoes are brand new or show minimal signs of wear. The 2 biggest examples that I see in the Plato's Closets that I shop or sell at is Time and True shoes and Target shoes. So Target shoes can include Merona, Massimo, Universal Thread, or A New Day, but I have noticed that a lot of these shoes in Plato's Closet either have tags on them or those soles are in perfect condition. They typically price these shoes around the $12 to $16 range, so if you are looking to sell, you might get a couple bucks for them, but if you have a low enough cost of goods, it is a quick flip. And I also have noticed that if you have just a bread and butter pair of shoes and they have maybe a little too much dirt on those soles or a few marks on the shoes, for example, I have brought in several pairs of Adidas tennis shoes that were fairly used, and even though Adidas is a great brand to sell at Plato's Closet, they just do not accept these shoes. So make sure, again, if you're bringing shoes in, that they're in like new or new condition. Next tip, don't forget accessories. So Plato's Closet loves getting wallets and purses especially, but they will also take the occasional belt, box of perfume, or scarves depending on the brand. This store is known for secondhand clothing and shoes. That is what takes up most of their store, and so I feel like people just forget about accessories. However, every single time I ask my store what they're looking for, wallets and purses are always at the top of their list. Some brands that I see a lot of are Steve Madden, Vera Bradley, and Victoria's Secret, especially their large tote bags, but you also see a lot of lesser known brands or unbranded purses. So really, if you have any purses in excellent condition or like new condition, I would highly recommend bringing them to Plato's Closet because there's a very large chance that they will accept them. My next tip is to always bring activewear. So no matter what, whether it is for working out or just an athleisure look, activewear will never go out of style, meaning there will always be a demand for it, especially at these buy-sell trade stores. The top activewear brands that come to mind that Plato's Closet loves is always Nike and Adidas, Gymshark, Lululemon, Aloe, and they also accept brands like Old Navy Active or any type of Target activewear brand like C9 by Champion or All in Motion. Those less expensive activewear brands are great to take to Plato's Closet because online platforms will not have the best resale value. One of my favorite categories and brands to sell at Plato's Closet are Nike running shorts. If you know anything about selling Nike on Poshmark, you know that you usually have to be selective because it's very oversaturated on the platform. I think they can sell well in bundles, and if you price them low enough on a platform like Mercari, they might be a quick flip, but I prefer to just take them into Plato's Closet because I know that 9 times out of 10 they will accept them as long as they're in good condition. But again, activewear never goes out of style and it knows no season, so you should bring activewear into Plato's Closet year round. This brings me into my final tip for selling at Plato's Closet, and that is to know your seasons. So I think that this is pretty universal for all Plato's Closets, but I do know that in my hometown, my specific Plato's Closet stopped taking summer clothes in September and then start taking them again in March. So since we are in the springtime, if you do have a bunch of pants and sweaters and jackets, I would recommend holding out until the late summertime to sell at Plato's Closet, or just go ahead and list those on Poshmark. Now, there are obviously exceptions to this rule of seasons. If you do have any high-end designer brands, Plato's Closet will take those any time of the year. But for this specific spring season and upcoming summer season, make sure that you're sending in shorts, swimsuits, tank tops, dresses, and any other category that you would wear during these seasons. Before we get into those brands that don't sell well on Poshmark but that Plato's Closet loves to accept, I am going to ask you all to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I can tell you that I can offer any types of tips and tricks to selling at Plato's Closet or on online platforms like Poshmark, Mercari, or eBay. I post what sold videos, a lot of ThredUp unboxings, along with thrift hauls, and really just any other reseller content that you want to see. So your all support means so much to me, and now we will get into those brands. First up is Shein, but this can also include any other type of fast fashion company. First of all, continuing to give these products, or really any other products, a chance at a secondhand home is so important, because producing fashion is harmful to those who are putting the labor in along with the environment. So I would always recommend selling your clothes to Plato's Closet online or giving them to someone directly rather than just donating to a thrift store, because that decreases the chances of them going to a landfill. But for these specific fast fashion brands, especially Shein, they are known to not retail for very high, and they also don't resell for much, but they are known to be on par for current trends. So if you can find them at a low enough cost of goods, you get them gifted to you for free, or maybe you get them in some mystery boxes from a website like ThredUp, I think it is much more worthwhile to just take them to Plato's Closet rather than taking the time to sell them online, because you'll probably end up getting the same amount of money either way, so you might as well put in less effort and take them to Plato's Closet. The next type of brand that doesn't always sell well on Poshmark but will sell at Plato's Closet is really any type of mall brand, but this is dependent on the category that you are choosing to sell. So the biggest mall brand that I sell is American Eagle. I do love selling their jeans on online platforms because I can typically get a quick flip for around $15 to $25. But I do know that I can also take them to Plato's Closet. Other than their jeans, I want to talk about their tops or their basic pieces. I have noticed that American Eagle blouses or their basic lines, like their soft and sexy line, don't sell very well on Poshmark, and they typically sit for quite a while. However, when I am sorting through Plato's Closet's clothes, I notice a lot of American Eagle tops, a lot of blouses that have more of the bohemian look, a lot of floral prints, really just anything that can be dressed up or down, and they also have a lot of those basic tees. When it comes to selling American Eagle, however, you definitely need to be on the lookout for the tag. So they have changed that label throughout the years. Back in 2018, they upgraded to their most recent label. So instead of having the eagle on their label, they just have American Eagle Outfitters written out. Now, there is a chance that Plato's Closet will take an older American Eagle style, but definitely make sure that it is still something that is on trend. But when you're looking at jeans, tops, or blouses, you definitely need to be looking at that newer label if you want to sell it at Plato's Closet. The second and final mall brand I will talk about is Zara. Now, Zara is one of the best-selling brands on Poshmark, but it definitely depends on the category that you're selling. So anything new with tags, any type of fun and trendy dress, midi skirts, denim, or certain jackets like a wool blend or a denim jacket will sell well on Poshmark, and you can typically get a really good profit for them. However, basic pieces, especially basic tops, do not sell as well, but rest assured, Plato's Closet also loves to take Zara. All right, the final brand I'm gonna touch on, I don't know if everyone can relate to this, but I cannot sell Altered State on Poshmark, but Plato's Closet seems to love it. I don't know what it is, because their stuff retails for quite a bit, usually upwards to $60 to over $100. And they also have really great trendy pieces, but for some reason I cannot get them to move on Poshmark or any other online platforms. Back when I first started sourcing to resell on Poshmark, I found a bunch of new with tags Altered State dresses and jumpsuits. They were all $5 each, and they were fairly new pieces without the clearance tag on them, and I have managed to sell none of them on Poshmark. Now, if you do have altered state, especially if it's new with tags, I do think another option besides Plato's Closet is to take it into ThredUp. When you look at ThredUp comps, you can get around $5 to $15 for a new with tags altered state dress or jumpsuit. So you would be getting a little bit more than you would at Plato's Closet. But if you can find pieces for a low enough cost of goods, I'd say $1.50 or lower, I would take those altered state pieces straight to Plato's Closet because they seem to really enjoy accepting that brand. All right, that is all I have for today's Plato's Closet video. Like I said earlier, I have another one that is linked below. It has been getting a lot more views than usual in the past couple of weeks, and so I am thinking that a lot more people are considering selling at Plato's Closet. So I hope that you got some good tips and tricks out of this video and learn some brands that you should take to Plato's Closet. In my opinion, it is a great passive income. I love knowing that I can take my tote bag in and get anywhere between $30 to $60. And they also have an awesome rewards program. So if you are an online reseller, you can definitely source some great brands at Plato's Closet. I feel like almost every time I go into the store, I have 10 or 20% off my purchase, and they also have great clearance sales to be on the lookout for. So now that we're at the end of the video, thank you all so much for watching. Again, I hope you got something out of this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all for the next one.